everybody, before you watch the video, make sure you follow the page, like the video. Hope you enjoy.
The other thing as well, like, and when you're actually doing well and start doing well, we still, a lot of people have that mistake too. They start doing okay, you know what I mean? They have some recognition. They go, oh, cool. Now I don't need to do that anymore, you know what I mean? Which is the opposite. You have to then sit down, reevaluate, what can we do here to even get to the next level? You know what I mean? Like, there is no, instead of limit, oh, this is it, okay, or people said now I train great, or this say the academy now looks good. Now what else, what's the need here? What's something that people are needing, that they're talking about, you know, and then you try to make that happen as well. I think that if you take that to your life, you know what I mean? Like, I wanted to stop learning just when I die, you know what I mean? I'm really into learning more things about everything, you know what I mean? Like, the things that interest me, obviously, but I try to get as much knowledge as possible, because it gets better for you to explain people as well. You know what I mean? It opens your mind to understand there's different things, you know, acceptance, you know what I mean? And you get better. You just get better.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like jiu-jitsu, like, you relate it to black belt. It's like the more you know, the more you realize you don't know. You know, it's like
100%.
That is like, you know, that's why it's never ending. You know what I mean? It's like,
that's why jiu-jitsu is such a humble experience. Some days I wake up, I literally go, man, I don't know nothing. Jesus Christ, all these legs and blah 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 and this and that. I can improve on these as well, or something, you know.
On the topic of all this, like, philosophical stuff, like, what's the biggest impact that you, or the biggest realization that you've come to, or someone's taught you from jiu-jitsu?
I suppose the biggest realizations, well, the analogies to life, I suppose, but just hard work, like consistent hard work, you know, gets results. You know, consistency is the biggest thing. Because I noticed it especially early on in my journey, because I said, you know, obviously I joined the army, I had periods where I wasn't training, and I came back to training and I sucked. I was just like, far out, man. Like, I had only been training for like a little bit before I left, you know, maybe a year or so, or a couple of years, and then you know, I was just like, man, I didn't train for like a year and a half, and I come back and I'm just like, you know, it's like a brand new, you know what I mean? This sucks, you know? And so, and then still my progression wasn't that good when I was, you know, because with the army, you'd come back, you know, to get to train here, but then I'd go out field for 2 months, and then I come back, and it just was all over the shop. And then sure enough, like, your progression's just like
wavy,
up and down, you know what I mean? And you feel frustrated at yourself. But then once I left the army, and then I could actually train, you know, 5 days a week, every day, you know, every week, it was just like, man, the progression was rapid,
skyrocketed.
And then you apply that to other areas of your life. You know, it's like, Rome wasn't built in a day. Don't do it at all. It's not going to all happen at once, but just slowly chip away at it and be patient. Do you know what I mean? It's just trust the process, love the process. Do you know what I mean? Like, just appreciate that it's not the end. There's no end state. It's the process that, you know, is everything. Because that's the now. You know what I mean? So it's, I'd say probably that. You know, just consistency and hard work. You know, I mean, that's jiu-jitsu. It just takes so long, you know, to even get semi-proficient at, and then even then you're like, man, I still suck.
I think it's a very good advice as well, is like, enjoy the process, you know what I mean? Because like, a lot of people, oh, I'm doing all that. No, man, that's, have fun. Have fun while you're doing, you know.
Man, I have
coffee, have a joke.
I struggle with that stuff, man. I want to do it now, today. I still struggle with that. I want you to be good today too. When I teach people, you need to be good today. I always had an issue with that. Always. I'm not very patient with stuff at all. But one thing though, I feel like, man, I stopped doing jiu-jitsu when I was like 16 because I went to boarding school, and I still somehow I feel like I improved. But also I would.
You're a unicorn.
No. No, do you know why though? Because I would think about that shit in just the middle of nowhere. I would just like be in the dorm room or whatever, and I would start thinking about triangles and like, if the guy did this, and like playing out fucking roles in your head.
Well,
and shit.
I was in Afghanistan. I didn't really.
You didn't have time for that. I was 16 in boarding school.
Nah, it was
15 in boarding school, whatever. 16.
Yeah, I still thought about it plenty, but I had enough other things on in my life. I was probably a bit too distracted.
Dodging bullets.
Yeah,
a little bit more stressful than
a little bit.
The guy fighting in the next. Bunk bed or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. No, but man, there's so many lessons in jiu-jitsu. Obviously, it's like I'd say that would probably be the biggest one. But I think probably one of the biggest benefits I've got from jiu-jitsu, really, that maybe people don't think about first when they think about like the benefits of jiu-jitsu is the network of people.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for me, it's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, like
it's crazy.
It's crazy how big the network is. You know, like I said, I think there's maybe just an extra level of camaraderie between people in a club that just makes people very willing to help and share with people that maybe, I swear, I mean, obviously I've only been involved in a couple of other clubs, sporting clubs in my life, but it's not the same.
No,
you know
it's
what I
not.
mean? It's not. You know, like, and man, like jiu-jitsu's given me so much, you know, over the years. And because just being around people, being, you know, obviously you're trying to get better at this thing, but like you're still creating these amazing relationships and you know, I never create relationships with the intention of trying to, you know, receive something from it. That's not at all. And I think that's people can see that from a mile away. Do you know what I mean? And it's just, but like, you know, just being kind to each other, you never know when it's gonna, when that person's gonna be able to help you in a time of need, or you know, or vice versa, you'll be able to help them. You know. Yeah,
that there is this level of camaraderie that's amazing, network, but there's also like there are a lot of people that are like in same area. So if you run a business, there are a lot of business people. If you depending the field you are, but you can actually get really good advice as well. Sometimes, you know what I mean. Like you get these people that are like have to do something similar to you or already done and very successful, and you can ask them and they'll be willing, you know what I mean, like to talk to you about it, which I found very interesting too.
Yeah, there's like a deeper level of genuine care or whatever than you would find in other sporting clubs or groups or whatever. You know, the intimacy that you guys talked about before, where you're actually physically in a situation where the person has to trust you so deeply for you not to hurt them or whatever. You're so vulnerable with another human being that it's a deeper level of intimacy that you find in any other scenario.
Yeah,
true.
Which is interesting, man. That's like you were talking about with the military stuff, where the people bond so quickly. That's why people are willing to step out of their way to help and shit. You know what I mean? That you probably wouldn't find in a lot of other scenarios, because it's just not the same experience. People bond through experience, not through chatting, through experience. Beating the shit out of each other is an experience.
Yeah, but and also beating the shit out of each other and going like, man, thank you for not actually like ending me right
then. And then when you say thanks for that, he's like, man, you need to do this and twist your body like this, and then you can pull your elbow or whatever. Like they'll even willingly help you defend that scenario if you ask them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They should,
and then they'll do it to you again.
And then they'll do it to you again. Exactly.
Or if the guy's really stupid.
Keep training.
I just showed you how to escape that. Well, I just did it to you again.
Yeah, no, it's funny, man.
No, the relationships, man, it's, I've got so many opportunities from jiu-jitsu that, you know, really grateful for. But, and that's a cool thing. If I ever think like, oh man, I need someone, like someone that has this skill or this skill, you know, in business, then
you have it.
Usually I can find it in the
network,
the
BJJ network.
People come to me sometimes, man, I need a plumber. Plumber. Okay, I need this, you know, like whatever, man. Oh, I need a lawyer. Okay, there's a lawyer. Yeah, whatever. It's really funny that too.
Yeah, we have a similar thing like in the army. We call it the digger net, like the digger network. So we just put it out on the digger net, and someone will have it. It's the jiu-jitsu net. It's the same thing. You know? It's like everyone knows.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the video. If you haven't yet already, make sure you subscribe, like, and again, go and check us out on Facebook, on Instagram, like all our platforms. Give us a follow at bjj.101 on Instagram, and and go and check out bjj101.com.au to access the full video library.